I'm feeling very thankful for the jury for their service. It was clear that they were very diligent in paying attention to the evidence all day yesterday, and that they gave careful consideration to that evidence and to the law that was provided by the court. Certainly respect their jury. Their verdict, the second-degree murder verdict is one that hopefully brings a little bit of closure for the family, hopefully a little bit of a sense of justice for them. We know that there's nothing that can fully give that to them or bring Rob back, but just thankful for the jury, thankful for their service, and also feeling thankfulness for law enforcement. The Campbell County Sheriff's Office did a remarkable job to be able to investigate and apprehend this defendant. While we felt as though the evidence was sufficient to convict on first-degree murder, I definitely understand where the jurors were coming from at having a reasonable doubt about that, and so we are satisfied as far as we can be, with what we were able to do. But second-degree murder is hopefully a good outcome for this family, and it chose to testify. And as I was listening to his testimony and just sort of thinking about how incredible it was, I started thinking to myself, I really think this is a moment where I've got a good comfort level that the jurors are going to see through this and understand that he was culpable for this event and does deserve to be convicted of murdering Robert Staten. The nature of this crime on the side of the road in broad daylight, gunning a man down over marijuana.
We knew that it wasn't first-degree murder. However, we thought that it was a self-defense issue. Certainly the jury didn't return a self-defense verdict, but we believe that it was self-defense in every respect. I was a bit surprised by the verdict as it is. There were a few things in trial. Trials always go back and forth, and the evidence is kind of like a river. It flows back and forth, and at some point there, we thought that it was a really good defense for self-defense. The judges ordered a pre-sentence report, and we'll actually go to sentencing. And then my client's already expressed his desire to appeal. He wanted to tell his side. He wanted to tell the truth in the case. And number two, in order to assert self-defense, he has to testify.
Whether it was first degree or second degree, the fact that he'll probably spend the rest of his life in jail is all that matters to me. I've been to the site, the church, many times, and I've tried to piece together what happened. Whether you're a meth addict or you're an alcoholic, it doesn't matter whether you're rich or whether you're poor. In no point in time will you ever deserve to lose your life over anything you do. And for other people who are struggling with addiction, it's a place that we hold near and dear because we've watched my brother struggle with it. But there is help, and you can get help.
The range of potential punishments for the murder conviction are 5 to 40 years, and then he was convicted of using a firearm in the commission of that, which is a mandatory 3, and that's the maximum and the minimum. So we're really talking somewhere in the range of 8 to 43 years. And as I said, we'll be arguing for something much, near the high end of that. As far as the Campbell County Sheriff's Office goes, I remember when I heard that this murder had taken place, we had a deceased individual on the side of the road who had been shot, and they genuinely did have no leads. We began this, and I was thinking to myself, man, how are we going to figure out who did this? And then within a matter of maybe 36 hours, if not fewer, we knew who it was, and we had good evidence as to who it was, and evidence that by and large was the evidence that we saw in this trial today. There wasn't a great deal more that developed after that, and for them to do such great work in such a brief period of time was really remarkable. And so we wouldn't be able to have an outcome like this but for their diligent work and their efforts, and so I'm really very appreciative.